Yeah. We're doing this video. If you haven't watched my first video, you should go check that out. It's called I'm the Best. See, it's called I'm the Best. So you should go check that out. Yeah, you should go check my first video. It's called I'm the Best. This is I'm the Best 2. So first go check one out, and then check this one out after that.
Let me breathe.
Alright.
Too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon.
Okay,
Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
alright, so first let's check out this.
It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mission on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you walk around with body. And I put that in my mama. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gonna dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gonna dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute.
Get to practice, boys.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
Let's get
Let me
into
breathe
practice.
for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake it. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing out the youth to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your bam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day get flea. Ride around Queens with the jet ski, it's me.
And I'll need you to practice.
To the day I die.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they will be out.
Bouncing up and down, nearly broke.
Give me that. I just need to do it one more time because I guess
Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Okay.
Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute.
Alright, there we go.
Just let me breathe for a minute,
Get
man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Wait, what? You the injury report? We have an injury? Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, let's get in practice. You know, I'm just gonna skip practice this week. Alright.
I done came up, busting down the whole broke, step back. Want your piece of swag, you ain't even gotta ask. What are those, what is that? Please don't touch my rap, please don't touch my rap. I'm
Sorry about the
like
music.
rappers, I'm wrapped up on camera, hit out on camera. Squeeze like asthma, it's rare rap when I wear rap.
Oh yeah, I see one person's watching right now. Whoever that is, comment please.
Lord,
Like
still
this
shit
video.
rap, and I'm dripping on rags. Brick gon' be the tag, do the digital dash.
Yeah, whoever's watching, please comment.
Please don't touch my rap. Or the Crispin Nash.
I like my haircut. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Oh, I just finished my football game, and it was in Vanderhoof. And in Vanderhoof, we won. If we never got the extra point, we would have lost. But we got the extra, actually we would have tied. But we got the extra point, so we won. And
All right, thank you, Larry.
Gabriel
We
and
are
her
on the
teammates
Gulf
got
Coast
both
of Florida
touchdowns.
at Raymond James
Those
Stadium
nice.
here in Tampa. Tonight we
The last
start week
touchdown
5
was
with
like
a prime
90
time
yards.
matchup between the New England Patriots and the
God,
Tampa
this-
Bay Buccaneers.
This field is
Seems
really,
like we were just
really
starting
red.
training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on
it's
EA
all
Sports.
touchback.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, that's why I thought they were going to touchback it, because, like, if you get it really far back in the end zone, you should touchback it. This field feels shorter. Damn
Now
it!
flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Now Sims. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Oh, they made yard? I thought they lost yards.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Another yard.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd
We're going in
and
this
3.
time. They're going to go for passing play, aren't they? You can tell them about passing play.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
These guys are good, I think. I think just like last time, I was like, oh, these guys are good, I'm never going to beat them. Yeah, I think I beat them.
Now they run with Sims. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Just like these guys.
The numbers on the ground for Sims a week ago. 7 carries, 92 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
Now Fitzpatrick, he lost the football.
Yeah!
Patriots have it.
Let's go, Patriots!
With no running backs in the
Got
backfield to help pass
it.
protect, all the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
And you remember
never even
how
had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yeah. Then the next couple.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Shelling through the defense. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Okay.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly. Just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander the 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Last
You
game
got
I
to
did
cash into
run,
the
but
splits.
I think I ran and it failed to beat me.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Wrong person.
They will find
Well,
his man. That's Hogan complete.
I meant to pass
It'll
to
be a
X.
Patriot 1st down
Well,
on a
I
pickup
guess I
of
have to
16.
pass the square. but
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off. To show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Okay.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. It's incomplete.
No, can I challenge that? Hopefully it lets me. Damn it.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that.
Hopefully this is a good play to choose. Yeah, I regret choosing this play.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Or not.
This is caught. Gronkowski. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay.
He was the cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
Now Brady.
This
is caught.
Yeah, let's go. We are the New England Patriots. This is how we treat the New England.
And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Touchdown, mate. Yeah, that's a touchdown.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still,
if you notice,
as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. Gostkowski now out to kick it away.
They're going to touch back anything yet. Nope, they can't.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff.
And
bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Oh, they're running.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 30.
That's not a first.
5. So we've got a challenge forthcoming here. And new this year, the ref will no longer go to a monitor on the sideline. He'll have a tablet brought out directly to him on the field.
Yeah, and that should move things along a little bit quicker. He doesn't have to run all the way over, go under the hood as he used to, and come out and render a decision. Talk directly with New York, looking at the tablet, and reach a final call.
Come on. The first and 10. They're running.
Sims trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And then they're going to get the extra point to run it.
They'll run here with Sims. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Offside. Defense.
Get it? This one.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this one down. Near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
He never had possession. Can we get the gun, ready?
Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. A dump off to Sims. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The quick slant caught. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Throwing now is Brady. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
This one fielded at the 5.
That's gonna be like
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know football.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice play.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Okay, looks like it's a 2-minute warning.
When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now that deliver with good timing, and they got it done. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big play there on the fake field goal. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Okay. So, let's go for let's do this. Okay, this is what I always run it for. I want to test their running. Test whether they are running.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick gets out. He lost the football. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah, my grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible.
Father, I called timeout somewhere near here.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
At first I was like, oh, they're so good. I'm going to beat them. And now we, 20-0.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of and chuckle.
And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 39 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And here's Allen throwing again. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And incomplete, so the fake, a 3rd down fake that just doesn't work. But now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. On 4th down, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But in the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
On draft night, I kept wondering, why is O.J. Howard still on the board? And they ended out at Tampa at number 19, and they're ecstatic to have this guy who ran 4.51.
Actually, the first time that the Bucs have ever drafted a tight end in round number 1, and they got a good one. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He's running, he's running.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2.
That's
going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brady now on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call?
And got his man complete. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake works, and they score. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Fitzpatrick now. And that will be incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Fielded at the 20. Look at the spin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now.
Okay. I'm just going to do what I did last time, just like that one. I got 80 yards and got that touchdown.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? There's another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on 2nd down and then running a fake off of it, help me here. Help me with this one. I'm supposed to know this. Help me.
I'm so baffled that I like it. Because it's different.
Different, all right, but not very successful.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He hits right, complete. And he's in.
Hey, that's what we're doing. How to do that.
Hey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
32.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion,
oh yeah, after this video, I'm going to make
there's not any extra field. So if it closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A minute after this video, just stay on my account to watch it live. And then if you just
now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Are you becoming a Fortnite cat?
some space and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
No, yeah. Second and 10. Who, please?
Step up here. We'll see. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And some space here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Oh, they're passing it. Hold on.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Room here to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that goes.
No, that's not a first and 10, boys. What?
Go around a first down as well.
Damn it.
And the offense lining up first and 10. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
These guys just keep running it with their QB.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Fitzpatrick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Okay.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Yeah.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Thanks for doing that flag,
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one to have to absorb the contact.
Sorry by annoying you by just keep saying boy.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Okay,
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
That's exactly what I just said.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady, he's going to air one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And a dump off to White. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now Brady again. And this will be incomplete.
38-0 now. Look at the score if you're watching this.
I don't know about you.
Look at the score up there. I don't know where the students between up there. Look at that score.
Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessful.
Leave a comment down below what that score is right now.
If it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Good kick, nice kick.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Throws completely out of
look at that score.
Was he trying to
realize how
defense?
poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second down, looking to throw. Fitzpatrick. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He finds Humphreys. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
10.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Game over, boys.
So, Charles,
we have a
complete
winner.
What so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field.
Yeah,
what an
nice.
exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout.
It felt good to win. But I'm going to end it here. Watch my next stream, which I'm going to start like in 2 seconds. See you next time on Ari's World. Good.